Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's the thing you guys always want to watch but never really want to watch, but we're going to do it anyway. It's a tier list. It is going to be the Mythic text for the Japanese pantheon. Best techs to worst techs. We're just going to go through them in this specific list that Mr. Jungoth has prepared for us. We've got ourselves our Tengu upgrade. This is an S++++ tier upgrade. This is a must grab if you want to use the Tengu. The Tengu is literally a B tier myth unit without this technology. Thank you very much to whomever put a tier list out there saying that the Tengu was B tier. Alrighty, it's an S tier technology because it pushes the Tengu into an S tier myth unit without question. It's a huge boost, makes the damage rate on the jump attack go plus 50%. And obviously the jump there as well is having some help. But yeah, it's an amazing tech, especially the armor and pierce boosting stuff. I'm not going to go more into the Tengu. Let's move on. This horse run is... I've got no idea. This comes in on the god Watatsumi, and it gives 25% bonus damage on a unit that already has a pretty hefty amount of pretty hefty amount of base damage. So it's really, really effective. So I think in that regard, it's probably at the very least, I might change things later because I haven't thought about this in the slightest, but just on that one fact, it's got to be an A tier upgrade. Just on that fact. Now, Humi horse archers, do they fall off? If they do, then that sort of deducts points, and they do fall off versus things like Peltast, versus things like Slingers, versus things like Huskar. Like, actually, maybe they don't fall off versus Huskar. So maybe it's quite good there as well. But I think because they're falling off versus a bunch of stuff, I need to move it down to this B tier, just on that fact. There's probably some situations where this is going to be really, really good. So we'll go with B. B is going to be our some situation type technology, maybe. Okay, the Assura technology here. I have no idea what this even does. Does it just boost the guy? We get melee attack interval minus 25%. Okay, so what is the melee attack interval? Range attack interval. So it's just making him attack faster, and the fireballs go off a little bit quicker. So it's just a big DPS boost on the Assura. I don't think this is necessarily a must grab for the Assura. If you want to make a whole bunch of them, obviously grab this. But I think this is kind of like, it's too niche. I don't know if it's a D tier tech, but I mean, it's too niche to be getting grabbed. It's a bit too expensive in my opinion for what it's doing. The Assura is really good. And this does help it out a lot, but how often are you going to have multiple of these guys? Maybe a little bit with Susanol. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure about it. We're going to pop it in the C tier. Okay, Wanyudo here. Unfortunately, I think the Wanyudo has missed the boat a bunch. His burning wheels are not helping him. I think this is mostly, unfortunately, you have to link the technology into what the unit it's buffing. Gives a 2.00 range attack damage area, and range attack damage area on units is normally really, really strong, especially ranged units. 2 AoE, but the problem here is it's only doing 2.78 divine damage over 5 seconds, and I mean you add 25% to that. It's not a very big boost to it. And this basically means it's not really helping us out. What I would like, if this unit here was, or if this tech here was actually going to be giving me a ton more crush damage, it's probably a better unit because that's what this guy's for. He's for some sort of a timing attack in the classical age where your opponent's been really greedy and you've just got a whole bunch of favor to spam Wanyudos out. They take 15 seconds to train, so you get them quickly and you go and kill their greediness, whatever that may be. Okay, this next tech here is Dan no Ura tactics. Saksen. No idea. Hack damage increased by 20% from nearby ramming weapons. That's the hammer ship up to a maximum of 5. So it's like 100% bonus damage when you have 5 of them out. Bow bow. Never gonna grab this one. Ha! I have no idea actually. I think it's probably pretty average. Next tech here is, I don't have to go into it. I just don't think you're ever going to really need that amount of hammer ships. Maybe on Mediterranean, but are you ever going to be fighting still on Mediterranean then? I don't think so. Maybe on Seto Naikai. Actually, on Seto Naikai, it's probably OP. It's probably OP on Seto Naikai. All right, situationally okay. Situationally okay on Seto Naikai. All right, we'll put that there. Let's keep going. We've got the next one, which is this guy, Deadly Rage. Yeah, this is really good. I think the Oni is maybe not yet understood. I'm not sure if I'm going to go ahead and put it into the A tier. No. I think it's an A tier upgrade. I think this Oni is really, really strong. The only problem with the Oni is this God power. Now, if people can work out how to use this God power for consistent success in a game, you will see the Oni getting built. I can guarantee you that. This guy is really, really strong. You get this tech in, and he's getting more damage, less vulnerable to hack. So that means people are going to be trying to kill him with a hack. And then he's got this rampage thing, which gives him a bunch more damage. I think he's really strong. And if you actually do any tests on the Oni, you'll actually see that he is doing really, really well. Nonetheless, I think it's a really strong unit. Anyone who thinks the Oni is bad needs to think about how to play with the Oni a little bit more. He's a difficult unit to use though, but he's good. All right, Deadly Snare. I don't think this does much for us. Honestly, this here, I don't even think if I was going to build spiders and I don't use New Moon, I'm probably not grabbing this tech. outside of New Moon. And the reason is because the Jorogumo is already doing big damage with its special. I don't need more damage with it. What I need is more survivability, the throw taking less time, and that stuff. Wait, it is? Actually, never mind. I misread this. You get 6 divine damage over 6 seconds. It's fine. It's coming into this thing. It's just, this is good as like a counter myth unit sort of thing, I guess, because it's like 6 divine over 6 seconds. It turns into how much X? 3x. So it turns into quite a bit of divine over 6 seconds. So it's probably pretty good versus myth units. Nice anti-myth unit sort of idea there. But yeah, it's on the lower side. Okay, Den Drums. This is an S tier tech for Susanoo, and probably garbage for and never grab for Amaterasu. So how do you rank it? Difficult. I'm just gonna put it in S tier because it's got S tier. Because for Susanoo it's a must grab. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Divine Prefecture, another S tier must grab technology. 6% base rate on buildings is a huge boost to your villager production. Also, it synergizes with Goshin Boku, so you get those myth units out faster. Everything trains faster. It's a fantastic tech. Wonderful. Next one here is 8 banners. Hero train time minus 30% is meh. I don't really care. I'll just put more buildings down. But adds 1.5 to regen. That's totally fine. It's probably around this B tier. It's not like amazing, but you should probably grab it if you're going to be making heroes. So fantastic. Next one is with this. And at the moment, to be honest, I haven't looked at the Shinigami. So I don't know if I can really rate this tech. I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to not rate it. I can't tell you. I don't know. I think if you combine it with Goshin Boku, the Shinigami is actually probably pretty good. Because when it dies, it goes into the Goshin Boku, and then you also get the extra one out. So I'm just not going to... I'm not going to look at it because I just don't know. I can't tell you. The next one here is Gale's Fury. The cavalry speed is nice, I guess. I think if it was 10% speed, it would be busted for the horse cav, but at 5%, it's like okay. The problem with this tech is that you want to grab it for your horse archers. You don't really care in the heroic age about the speed on your cav. Though that's nice on your frontline cav, but you care about damage, and the golden kite here is just doing what Gale's Fury does. Like, except a little better, because you're always going to be shooting scooting with the cav if you're using them right. So this tech here is for players that actually want to sit still, do damage, which makes no sense because it's like beating itself. But even so, it is going to be I think it's going to be a tech you want to grab, but you don't. I don't. Yeah, it's not as good as the other one. So we'll just put it in B tier as a tech you want to grab. But anyways, this next one is Gorhei Wands. This is an A tier, must grab, basically must grab, but it doesn't do a huge amount. It gives you a lot more favor. This is one thing that I think people have sort of forgotten about in terms of the Amaterasu Tengu abuse. Right now we see a lot of people going for Tsukiyomi, but and making Tengu. And just to reveal it, Gorhei Wands plus Kagura equals lots and lots of Tengu. So if you guys like a Tengu and you want to be hipster, play Hatsuma no Materasu. Okay, over here next we have the Golden Kite. This is obviously better than this one. I think it's really good. It also hits all your ranged units. And now I'm realizing I'm late to this Challengers League game, but I want to finish this. This is a really good tech here for your infantry. Where is it? It's not on that one. This guy. Over here we have Hanya Mask, obviously amazing for your samurai, and it ties the whole samurai spamming together in the heroic age. The next one here, this tech here, I have no idea what it's looking like. Heavenly Barge. It used to be S tier. It's been nerfed. I got no idea. It's definitely better than Dun no Ura Tactics. I'm just gonna randomly put it somewhere in B tier, maybe here. I don't know. It's probably a must grab actually. So maybe an A. This is like build defining, right? These techs, but this here is like, anyways. Hunter's Strength is fine. I'll grab it every time I go for Minakatsuomi without doubt. This tech here is S++ tier for Tsukiyomi but when you have to pay for it, it becomes a little bit less good. Like you don't see Susanoo grabbing it all too much. So I might pop it behind the Tengu. All right, Kagura. This is kind of similar to our Hunter's Strength. This is like boosting of the infantry as well. You guys sort of know all that stuff. Okay, we got this one. This makes your archers cheaper and range sword and siege weapons cheaper. It's fine, but this is not like a must grab at all. Like I don't care. Like it takes a while to pay itself off at 100 wood, 50 gold, 10 favor. Doesn't mean it's bad. It's just not a rush. You just grab it when you want it, when you can. This tech here is arguably more impactful than the Tengu. This is the mechanical artisans. This is what effectively carries Japan through the late game. This is how Japan wins the late game, is this tech. That's why we see everyone going for Okuni Nushi. And then you can see there's two really strong techs in this late thing here. Because this one here, the Divine Prefecture, gives you faster training on your siege. And then obviously grabbing this, you have stronger siege. And these are just really, really strong. All right, next one is Oni Mask. No. Yes, Oni Mask. I don't know about this tech, but I think it's... No. This is great. This is in the same league as this tech. Because if we can grab both of these techs with Susanoo for the Oni, then you also have the Oni, which is getting the interval is like gone, like the recharge time is at 0.25% or whatever it is, 75% faster. I don't know, whatever it is. This thing actually starts being really good. So if we are going to go in through Fujin, and like I said, this is all down to working out how to use Smiting Gust, then yeah, 16 favor, 25 favor, and then into Oni makes a lot of sense. Okay. Next one here is on Wanyudo. I thought this was going to be really, really strong, but I haven't seen anyone doing this. So I've got no idea. I honestly thought this was going to be really, really strong. Because the Onmyoji has got range attack damage or area of effect damage. So I'll just put it in this A tier, but I probably above all these. But I don't like, because I haven't seen it, I don't really know. Next one here. This is a must grab for your Omuraki if you're going to build them. I think Omuraki are like in that S tier of Myth unit as well. So I'm going to pop it up into S tier. I think that is a very, very good tech. This one here is an A tier tech. Makes your hunt better. Must grab if you're going to go for the stuff. Sashimono Bannerman. This is obviously really good. I think it might even be S tier. I think this is an S tier upgrade because it changes the matchup, right? So it goes from your Naginata riders losing to Hippias and probably also losing to raiding cavalry, maybe definitely losing to Jarls, to beating them all. So it's kind of it's a matchup defining tech. Next one here. I haven't seen anyone grab this tech or use this tech. So it's hard to really tell how good it is. Yadi Spearman, do you really want to build them in the late game? Probably not. Like, I don't see the option. Maybe against Tiger Cav. But I think this is probably if you really need to build them, this tech will help you. But it's probably a C tier. Okay, this one here, I've never seen this one getting grabbed. It's such a cool design, but I've never seen anyone use it. I've never seen anyone use it, so I don't know. I can't comment on it. I don't know. I've not tried it. I might be really good. This might be my biggest regret. This next one here, Sumo. Well, no, this is the sword. This is another really, really good tech in the late game. Actually, I don't know. Maybe this isn't so important. Maybe this is just like an A tier. This sumo tech here. Wait, where's the sumo one? Okay, sumo training for whatever reason isn't in this list. So sumo training's in the top. So just imagine sumo in the S tier here. Imagine it. Imagine. Are you imagining? Okay, good. Okay, this one here is another sort of S tier with the Tengu. You don't want to build too many of these Raiju without grabbing yourself this Thunderous Presence tech because it gives 10% speed to the Raiju and allows them to function. Okay, next one, Weasels. This is like fine. I don't think it's necessary for the Weasels, so I'll put it in A tier, but only if you're going to be massing them. Some people only build 2 and then they go into the next thing. So it's not crazy. And this last tech here, I wanted this to be good. I wanted it to be good. It's just not. But it's fine. Like I'm not unhappy to have it because it's going to boost my dudes up. Like if I grab this and if I go, for example, if I drop New Moon or no, I can't do it here. Where is it? If I go Susanoo and I drop and I grab Wisdom of the 9 and I grab this and then I build a whole bunch of Raiju, they're moving ridiculously fast. So it's not, there's some options. There's some nice things. If you get 2 out with like your Raiders and grab the tech. Wait, can you get it with this? Yeah, if you go with 2 of these with your Raiders running around, it's pretty good too. Anyways, that's my list. Hope you guys enjoy and all the other good stuff. No crashing waves. No, there's this missing. Okay, let's do this at the end. Tenshu, this is an A tier upgrade. Amazing for your fortress damage. Over here we have the Kagura technology, another S tier technology. Amazing for your Miko production. In fact, this is the favor god right now. This is the myth unit god. If you guys didn't realize Amaterasu is the myth unit god, she is the myth unit god. Susanoo is the god power god, which makes this technology unfortunately not very good. There's not really a good myth unit here with the exception of the Kitsune that is really enjoying 1 divine damage. So yeah, this is probably... It's probably in the B tier. You grab it a little bit later if you want, or if you're going for a Kitsune strategy, grab it early. Like actually, you can grab it super early, and you can actually start raiding in the archaic age because you get a pretty decent amount of damage in the archaic age, and you can get those Kitsune going pretty quickly. Now, there's probably a world where the speed. I'm stupid. It's got speed. No, this is great. Yeah, add the speed to the Raiju. Speed to the Kitsune. The damage is not that important. I think that's what I was missing. So yeah, this is actually fine. Probably an A tier. All right, GG's. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.